Hello friends, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Let's see if I can move this stuff around here real quick. Because for some reason, no matter how well I set it up, it still ends up all shifted. Hey y'all, hope you're doing well. It is March 30th, 2020, and it is it's been quite a week, hasn't it? And I forgot to grab something out of the fridge, so yay. But it has been quite a week, and I'm sure we're all starting to get a little crazy now, a little bored. So I thought tonight would be a good night to do a little kids' night and do something different, have fun, and find something to do with this free time. You know, getting creative is good for our mind. It is a de-stressor. It helps calm us. So we're gonna get probably not too messy. It all depends on how well you are at keeping it together while you're doing it. But it may get a little messy, but probably not too much. So there you go. It is March 30th, and it's been a week, but we're gonna get through it, we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna enjoy it. Hi, Bethany! Okay, so usually during this time, I just talk about random stuff and everything, but since everybody's kind of locked inside, I thought it'd be a good time to share a few of my favorite games. And if you are, it is a special kids night, so if you are a child and you're watching, and there's any of these games that you are interested in, let your mom and dad know, because yeah, I don't want you all spending any money or doing anything online you're not supposed to. So if there's any of these games that you guys are interested in, then do me a favor and let your parents know. And I will probably share some links tomorrow to some of them. That way, so if you're interested, you can grab them. All right, I'm gonna go through them real quick so we can move on. And you probably heard of most of these. These are probably like the most basic and simple games. But guess what? They're really, really fun. And they're fun for the whole family. All right, y'all already know Jenga. Jenga's fun. Jenga, and you know what, and you can change it up by putting like little stickers on each one, where if you pull one out, it tells you to do something, you know, different or fun. You know, like if you pull one out, do 10 jumping jacks, or pull one out and it says, you know, just do something different. I mean, get creative. I gotta find somewhere to put these. This one is Name 5. This is one we really enjoy. It's fun. You get like 30 seconds, I think, and it tells you to name 5 purple foods. And it sounds really simple, but when you're under a timer, guess what? It is not that easy. Everyone knows Sorry. It's a fun family game. You can play it all ages. Simple counting, colors, that's it. Sorry. Yep. This one, come on, Twister. Good old-fashioned fun. If your mom and dad will let you, ask if you can take Twister outside. Make sure it's water paint that is washable paint. And so if you've got red dots, put red washable paint on the red dots. If you have blue dots, put blue washable paint on the blue dots. And then start playing like you normally would. Tons of messy fun. Definitely something you do outside, and you definitely do it with mom and dad's permission. Told y'all. I'm not gonna get in trouble here. Whiz Kids. This is a fun one that is really fun for all kids and even adults. You're pulling out one card on one side, and you got a card on another side. It says a piece of furniture and letter M. So you have a timer, and you have to name a piece of furniture begins with the letter M. Super simple. I mean, come on. Well, it's probably not that simple, but there is a timer, and it's really quick. And I think I just messed that up, but it's okay. And then these two cards, Phase 10. Your parents are probably already familiar with Phase 10. It's probably for older children because, I mean, it does say age 7, but you do have to hold a few more cards in your hand, and it takes a little bit of thought. Probably a little too much for younger kids. And then this is mine and my husband's absolute favorite game, Karma. This is one that you probably definitely need to be older. I mean, the age It does say ages, I don't know. Where is it? It is, it says 8 to adult, 8 to adult. But only because you gotta be able to hold a whole bunch of cards at one time. I mean, a whole bunch of cards at one time. It's fun. It's one of those that nobody, you can't have like any, I call it strategery. You can't be strategic with the game because it's called karma. That means it could turn around and just get you back. All right. I will link to some of those tomorrow. If you're interested, just let me know. All right, tonight, kids' night. No adult beverages because this is for the 21 and under crowd. But we're going to do one of my favorite drinks. And it's Cherry Limeade. When I go to Sonic, I either get a Cherry Limeade or I get a green apple slushy with extra green apple. I like things super sour. All right, I've got, in order to make the Cherry Limeade, you're going to need 12 ounces of Sprite. You're going to need maraschino cherries and the syrup that is in them. You're going to need lime wedges, but guess what? We don't have lime wedges because guess what? I haven't left my house in a week. And crushed ice, and I don't have crushed ice either, so I got regular ice here. So first we're going to do is 12 ounces of Sprite. Now again, this is something I want you to make sure you have your mom and dad's permission if you do it because, I mean, it's soda, so it's sugar. And I know a lot of mom and dads don't want their children drinking a lot of soda. But we're going to measure out 12 ounces, and I've already measured out how much it is in this cup. So I'm going to do my best to get there. All right, 12 ounces of Sprite. Then we're going to, now if you wanted to, at this point, you could drop in a lime wedge. Guess what? I don't have any limes. But you are going to take 2 cherries. Drop 2 cherries in. They're at the bottom, and you would have a lime wedge in there if you had limes. Then you are going to take, hopefully it'll reach in there. You're going to get, y'all don't see this, I am getting syrup on my counter. You're going to get 3 tablespoons of cherry syrup. 2, 3. 3 tablespoons of cherry syrup, and because I'm a lady, I'm not going to do it, but I really want to lick that. But I will wipe it up like that. And then you are going to put, you're supposed to squeeze in a lime wedge. But again, I don't have a lime wedge, so what I'm going to do is I got lime juice. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there. Just a little bit, not much. And then, of course, you're going to add your crushed, I mean, if you had crushed ice, you would do your crushed ice. I don't have crushed ice because, again, I mean, I guess I could have sat here and crushed it for y'all, but I didn't. Then you're going to give it a good stir. I mean, it's a Cherry Limeade. It's awesome. And then, yep, where it's at. It's awesome. All right, tonight, y'all, it's probably not going to get too messy, but we're going to try and enjoy ourselves. Because if you've been stuck in your house, actually, I think I want some more cherry syrup in there, y'all. Need a little bit more cherry syrup, but that's okay. If you've been stuck in your house for the past week, you're probably getting like super, super, super bored. So it's time to get creative. And like I said at the very, very beginning here, one of the best things you can do when you are super, super bored and your mind is like really tired and stressed is to get creative. Now, in order for you to do this, I'm going to need you to get Mom and Dad's permission again because with it dealing with paint, I don't want you getting paint on your Mom and Dad's house. I will not be at fault for this. Tell y'all, won't be at fault for this, it's your fault. So, make sure you're wearing something that you don't care if it gets dirty or messy or whatever. It doesn't matter. Make sure that you have some kind of protective cover underneath your wherever you are. If you do this outside, you probably don't need to worry about it. But I just took a garbage bag and cut it open. That way so I wouldn't get paint all over my counters, because guess who ends up having to clean it? Me. So here we go. And then, so that's all I've done. I got clothes I don't care that gets messy, and I got a protective cover. Now, finger painting. Everybody likes getting messy. You know, and there's something about paint getting in the hands and in the fingers that makes you feel good. It just makes you feel good. So we're gonna make some flowers this evening. And the reason why I chose to do flowers is because it's spring. We want to think about, you know, bright, colorful, you know, fun art and everything. So I've already kind of started some of these, and then we're gonna finish them. So the first one is a super, you know those flowers that, what are they called? Dandelions that you know, you find and you blow them or whatever, you know, yeah, whatever. So all I've done is I have taken a, like I said, all I've done is taken some paper, black marker, draw yourself a stem, a circle like that, and then you're just going to do a bunch of lines coming out, all different lengths, do tons of them coming out, and at the end of each one, just do a little dot like that. That's what I've done right there with this. And I'm going to speed along because I've got a bunch of these to show you, and I'm scared that I won't have time. So, and then what you're going to do is, y'all, I got to where I pulled out too many plates. I got too many options. All right, we're going to pull some paint out. Let's do some, we'll do that later. Let's do yellow. What color y'all want the dandelion to be? My yellow is not what cooperative. Let's do some blue, blue. What are your favorite colors? Mine changes all the time. All the time. All right, so that's where I'm gonna start right now. So I've already drawn out my little dandelion, and all I'm gonna do is take my finger. Like I said, this is finger painting. We're gonna keep it super simple and keep most of them to like one finger. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my one finger here, and I'm gonna dip it in my paint. I'm gonna do pink, and then you're just gonna stick it on top of each dot that you have drawn. And you're just gonna go all the way around. And don't worry about it being perfect. This is what's nice about art, is that you can just do it however you want. If you want to be perfect, that's fine. But everybody's is supposed to look different. Nobody's is supposed to look the same. And that's it. So, I mean, it's a simple dandelion. I'm going to show you a different version of it here in just a second that you can do. All right. Of course, I want to go and add some more in there, like in those little blank spaces and stuff. But look at that. See? Super simple. Now I'm going to show you, hold up, I did it up here this week because I wanted to be near the sink. So that's just a quick one I did. But you could totally do something like that where you have them kind of blowing off in the wind. I mean, you could draw grass and everything around the side. It's up to you. Like I said, be creative. Let me put this to the side. All right, next one is, I have a blank piece. Why do I have a blank piece? I can't remember why I have a blank piece. Y'all, just a second. I promise you I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I think I got myself mixed up here. I did not. Okay. Really quick. Where's my paintbrushes? Now, you know what? I'm not going to do paint. You can do paintbrushes if you want. You certainly don't have to. I'm going to do a couple of, okay, oh, I need green. Green. So what you're going to do is do a couple of long stems for your flowers. Don't stress it too much. And then you can go and fill the space in with grass. I'm not going to make sure, I mean, I'll go back and fix it later and spruce it up or whatever. But that's not the point. My point is to show you a general idea of what to do. So there's my grass at the bottom. There are my stems. I'm going to do a couple of leaves. Y'all, and seriously, I could like do this all night because it really does make me like feel super awesome. All right, so There we go. And now all we're gonna do, oh yes, aqua and teal together, yeah, or teal and coral, yes, I do. My favorite colors change all the time. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you are gonna take a finger, any finger, doesn't matter. You're going to, just above the end of your stem, just put a dot. You don't have to put it right on top. Of course you can if you want. Again, that's what's nice about art is it can be anything you want. Okay, and then with the other finger, just go around it. Uh-oh, my fingers. Make sure your fingers are dry when you do this. If they're too wet, you're gonna end up with watery paint that does not look nice. And all you're gonna do is go all the way around that dot that you made. Okay, and then I'm going to, let's see, I want some pink around that. My favorite colors change quite often. I tend to go towards reds and yellows when it's stuff that I wear. If it's in my house, it's usually like a purple and green. And I mean, it changes quite often. Anyway, so there you go. Just quick, simple, boom, like that. But there's one other way you can do that really simply. A little bit more creative. If you have any, if your mom or dad have any spare buttons around the house, glue some buttons just randomly all over the paper. And then you are going to take your finger again and just dots around the buttons. And then, so you're gonna do the same thing we did there, and then when they dry, you can go back and you can draw in your stems and everything then. So it's kind of the same thing, it's just a tad bit different. Okay, this next one, I've already drawn kind of a stem or whatever, and these are kind of like, I think like blue bonnets. Y'all, I don't know, I just said the flowers, the flowers. All right, so let me find, I had a little picture at one point. I've lost my little picture, so, uh-oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, oh well, so we're just gonna wing it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my finger, and you're gonna do it the same way. You're gonna go across, you're gonna do it one way, and then you wanna make sure they're kind of longer, because you're going to go back the other way. So if you did it longwise, then you're going to do it and this is not a good picture of, or this is not a good representation of what it was. But anyway, like I said, quick, simple, to the point. All right, next one. A couple examples. Again, just fingerprints. This is just I just take my finger, 4 or 5 dots all the way around with the red paint. And then I took a dot of red paint, or black paint after it was dried in the middle, drew some stems, like poppies. Like little tulips, little red. That's just, you know, kind of a heart shape. Do one finger there, one finger there. Super quick, simple. All right. This next one I'm probably most excited about. When I looked it up, I don't know if it's delphinium, I don't know if they were blue bonnets, I don't know if they were hyacinths. Either way, they're really neat looking, and I'm hoping that I can do this the right way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 different colors. I've got all my paint here. I've got pink there, and I don't know if I wanna do pink. I think I wanna do purple, so I'm gonna change it up. I got a dark purple and a light purple. I'm gonna grab my, oop. Oh, I think I'm doing okay on time, I think. Okay, there's my purple, and then I'm gonna do my light purple kind. Uh-oh, that one, I haven't used that one yet. Hopefully it's open. It is, good. Always give your paint a good shake before you actually squirt it out, because a lot of times it's kind of separated a little bit. So do 2 colors kind of next to each other like that. That way so you can dip your finger into both. So what I'm gonna do is, I've already drawn or painted on some grass. Here is a stem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my finger, like I said, I've got them next to, I'm going to dip them right there in the middle. And why is it blinking? Sorry, y'all. Right there in the middle of the two. That way so I have both colors. And then I'm going to kind of do an upward kind of so it's pointing upward a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I want you to think about how a Christmas tree is shaped. You know, they're a little bit bigger at the bottom, and as they get to the top, they get smaller. So that's kind of what you're going to do, is you're going to make it to where it gets smaller as it goes up. And this is not the best. If I was doing this slower, because y'all, I am a perfectionist. I have a lot of problems with just being free with art. So anyway, y'all get the idea. So you're just going to just make sure it's like little dots, and because the bulbs on the plant are separated. So you want to make sure there is a difference between each one. All right, that is kind of the idea. Now I think I should probably go back in and kind of fill in. Yeah, I think that's, but the idea is to make sure you have a couple. Now it would be really nice if you had like a really, really dark purple, and then a medium purple, and then a light purple. Okay, so there you go. That's the idea behind it. Like I said, you can look up what a high-end sif looks like online, but that's kind of, it's awful. My printer has started messing up on me. But you could totally do little tiny dots like that, or you could just do little fingerprints like I did. Either way, I think it's really neat and really cool. All right, this next one I am also really excited about, a cactus. Cactus. Now what I did, and because this was a bit messier, I already kind of did it ahead of time. Kind of. All right, all I did was I painted my hand green and pressed it down. And then this one right here, I did my finger in green, and then I did it 2 times, and then I did a fingerprint there and a fingerprint there. Now what we're gonna do with this is, where is my black marker? Oh, I've lost my marker. There it is. With this, I'm going to just go and, you know, cactuses have that little, little spiny bits on them. Just go and draw your little pokies, you know, your little spinies all over them. You're gonna do it all over, and then, and I'll finish these later and share a picture. Where is my glue? I've made little pots for them. So, and this is a fun, I have no idea why it quit then. I don't know why I decided to stop recording. I'm sorry about that, y'all. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm trying. I'm sorry, y'all. Facebook is not being kind to me. It's probably because there's so many people online. You know, everybody's at home. Everybody's online. It's probably why. It's because there's just so many people using the internet now. So, let me get a second before we go back. Keep on going. I don't know why, because I don't have Wi-Fi on, y'all. I remembered. So that's not an issue. I'll have to remember that. Either way, so I made little pots for my cactuses. I'm drawing little spines on him. And I'm going to do this more on my little guy later. But sorry, y'all. I don't know why Only thing I can think is because everybody is online already. All right, kind of similar. I drew a couple of quick stems coming out of a pot that I made out of paper and glued on it. And then same thing, I already did my little dots. Same thing, I'm just going to do a couple of quick blooms around. I think I'm gonna dip I'm not even gonna change colors. You know, I could probably blame somebody. I'm probably getting like texted or something. Yeah, I am a big sucker for hand print crafts. I like them a lot. So, because exactly that, you get to, I mean, remember how big the hands were when they were that age. Okay, now let me do one more right here. All right, so like I said, super quick, simple, to the point, flowers, like that. Okay, now I think I'm done painting flowers. A couple more. If you're good at drawing tree branches, you can totally do a tree. I like to do one for one of each season. Tree branches, little flowers. I shared this picture earlier. That is seriously all they did was they took their finger and like I had the purple and I have that purple and the two purples together. They put their finger in both of them. And it's like they put their finger on and then kind of pulled it towards the center. That way, so it kind of changed the ombre effect or whatever. So I think that I'm gonna try that one actually at some point later. And then this one, if you don't like getting messy, if you have any pencils that you can't use anymore, or like erasers or whatever, or little daughters, little sponge daughters. Dip them in paint. I love this idea. Just make sure you use different sizes because I just think it's a prettier effect. Just kind of go in a circle and then fill it in the middle, just like that. Quick, simple, artistic, cute, perfect for spring. It's wonderful. So there you go. So hopefully you guys get a little bit creative over the next couple weeks. It's really, really good for our brains to disconnect from what's going on outside and to de-stress a little with little arts, a little creativity. Takes our mind off of things. So there you go. So for the parents that are joining, and we'll be here next week. Next week, we are going to talk about tips and hacks for pets, pet tips, hacks, things that simplify our life when it comes to caring for our pets. And we're going to try bunny martinis. There you go. So, sorry y'all, Facebook decided to mess me up again, but glad y'all stuck around. Love y'all dearly, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.